Okay, so we're ready. We're ready to go.
You ask me this every time. Right after I say we're recording.
It's early. It is early. We're doing this early.
It is 8:30 a.m.
Look at the bags under my eyes. It's a full set of luggage. That's how early.
Yet, I told you point blank we are recording.
I know. Yes, we are. Did you find your Easter candy?
I did find my Easter candy.
Good for you.
Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Welcome back to Talking Story. My name is John Minton. That's Jacob over there on the microphone. And Jacob's here for a weekly reader.
I am back.
He is here, and he was not here. That's why we had to do that weird, wacky time machine placeholder episode last week. Because we shot it.
I felt pretty bad about that.
I felt pretty bad, but we shot it. I mean, I don't know how much entertainment value that could possibly have, but we shot it very early because he had to go to the big city. He had to take a trip to New York for a very special reason.
It was a special reason.
Very special reason.
Yeah.
You want to?
I proposed. And
yes!
she did not say no.
She did not say no. In Central Park.
Yeah, in Central Park.
Very romantic.
Yeah. Very secluded. There was no one there, luckily.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
You know, since we brought you home and threw you on the bed there, you've been the best thing on TV to watch. And you know, watching you become a man, extending our family now with this lovely, lovely, we call her the elf. This lovely elf. And
it's a sign of endearment, just to make that clear. It's not.
Yeah. It's just really special for all of us. So we don't feel bad about giving him the time to head to New York for that. And we're all going to get a payoff because this Jacob's Finance is an incredibly talented artist joining our little collaborative nation here. And one of her specialties is graphic design. And she's going to be tweaking and upgrading and making everything, all the design elements about this channel, look better than we have any right to look. So,
and we have no right to look.
And we have no right to look as good as she's going to make us look.
We do not.
So, it's going to pay off for all of us, all of us that enjoy the channel.
Though it was not an exchange that, hey, I'll propose to you if.
No, that's not the way it works. But you know, if it sweetened the deal, we're not entirely above something like that.
Well, she said yes. So
yeah. So there we go. Everyone, it is the last Sunday of the month. It is Easter Sunday if you celebrate. I hope you have an amazing Easter. And, you know, if you don't necessarily celebrate, it's still a great excuse to grab a fertility-shaped chocolatey treat that's your favorite.
A fertility-shaped chocolate treat.
Eggs, rabbits. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Trace your pagan background.
Sure.
So just, you know, whatever your vibe is. Peeps? Jelly bellies?
Peeps are awful.
Chocolate bunnies? What is it that you love? Robin's eggs, my personal favorite, but I'm old.
Robin's eggs are great.
Robin's eggs are great. Hey, we agree on a treat. So we caused quite the stir with our ice cream debate.
I saw a lot of ice cream comments.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Did not expect that to happen.
So I hope you all have had an amazing 2 weeks. I am old. It is hard for me to remember what I've been reading over 2 weeks. I got old man brain. I make noises when I stand up.
You do. You make a lot of noise.
I do. I make a lot of noise, and I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to blaze through some of these things because it's quite the stack of what I've read and what I got coming up. And I don't want to keep you guys forever on Easter because, you know, I hope you're having a great time with your family, hanging out, doing wonderful Easter things. So I'm just going to kind of blaze through kind of everything. I think this is the right stack that I did here over the past 2 weeks. I wrapped up David Liss's Peculiarities. This is such a great read, guys. This is absolutely in my running for Book of the Month when we wrap up this month. This is going to be very high up in the running. And if you haven't checked it out, we interviewed Mr. Liss. Oh, what a great, awesome guy. Great writer. And I'm so happy that he's all the way into the fantasy realm because it's one of his great loves. And this is just, I mean, his ability for research and to jot down historical fiction and take you to a time and place, and then on top of that to layer in the fantastical. This is a great read. This is a great fun read, and I hope you check out the interview, and I hope you check out the book. I wrapped up book 2, the second full book in the Sun Eater series, Howling Dark by Christopher Rocchio. Wow, I know all you guys out there are going to say, wait until you hit Demon in White. Wait until you hit Demon in White. Guys, I know I did a full review on Empire of Silence, and I said I do think it'll stand the test of time, but I had some nitpicks here or there. Wow, when I get into the whole months thing, this fixed all those problems and more. I don't know how I can go up from here. I enjoyed this so much on so many levels. This absolutely is going to crash my all-time sci-fi series list. I'm not sure how high up it's going to go.
Are you nervous to go see Christopher Rocchio now?
I'm not. I can't wait to. I'm gonna bear hug the dude. Like I'm so excited to see him.
I don't know if he's ready for that.
Yeah, he probably won't be ready for that. They might have to call security on me. But we are going up to see Christopher Rocchio this Thursday. So we'll drop a video, and then we are out of town to the signing. We're gonna meet our next victim for our Hijack a TBR there at the signing. We're going to hang out with Christopher. Hopefully we get some great stuff to show week after this one coming.
I saw someone say, I wish I could remember their name. I saw someone comment, I think last night or sometime yesterday, that they would drive 10 hours to come in.
Yeah, they'd drive the 10 hours if we didn't have anyone for the next Hijack TBR. And I was like, whoa.
If you're watching this, that's not worth it.
You're the nicest guy in the world. But we do have a next victim picked out, and he will be hanging out with Christopher Rocchio and us. I think it's one of Christopher Rocchio's friends, actually, that was going to be at the signing.
I think so. Pretty sure, yeah.
That's the vibe I got. So it's going to be crazy exciting this coming week, and it'll be the week after that Jacob gets that all edited and works his magic and gets it on there. But that will be coming up this month. After that, Heidi and Lukey, who have sent me this set of the Belgariad. I read the first book, finished it, Pawn of Prophecy. Let me tell you something. It is a magical achievement to get somebody that has bags like this when they wake up and has seen the years that I have seen, feel like a kid again and be transported back to when everything was possible and the world felt new and magic existed and the things I was reading was shaping my life and my artistic appreciation for all the years to come. This took me back to every bit of that. This is such a magical portal of a series. If this hits you at the right time, your life will be changed. You will be all in this genre that we love. It is a gateway drug. It is everything we love about the series. Are the classical tropes there? Yes, they are, but they're still so sweet and special, and they will pull you in. And I'm telling you, Heidi, this made me feel young. I can't wait to read book 2. I just thought this was not only a fun read, but it was a special magical portal for me to my youth when I was reading this kind of stuff. And I cannot thank you and Luke and your whole family enough to put that box together and sent me this thing. So such a special gesture. I can't thank you enough. And then, I wrapped that up, I think, like a couple days ago. So there's a little bit of time left in the month. What am I going to do? How am I going to wrap up the month? I reached for One Piece, and I finished the first 3 volumes in one. I finished volume 3. It was kind of the end of the Buggy the Clown story and the beginning of the next story that carries into the next one. And I mean, I can absolutely see the beginnings of something real special. I can absolutely see the beginnings of why everyone is so in love with this series. And it is working some magic on me. I have enjoyed it, and I have, when I'm away from it, I have counted the time before I can get back to it. But I have such a stack, and my palate cleanser reads, there's such a battle royale for that spot. I don't know if I'm going to pick up books 4 through 6 anytime soon. I might just lag off for a little bit. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a horrible mistake. Does this take like a ginormous step from this first 1 through 3 to 4 through 6? Let me know, hit me up with thoughts. But I kind of am just wanting to go to some different things for my palate cleanser reads than the feeling this gave me wrapping up the 3 volumes. So hit me up. Let me know. Am I missing the boat? What's going on with that?
Judging by how much everyone wanted you to read that, I assume you will have some backlash.
I'm not saying backlash. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying,
You have to read the rest of it tomorrow.
No, that's not going to happen. You've seen my stack.
It's a crazy stack.
You have seen.
It's in here. It's part of the stack.
Let's say stacks.
Multiple. There are several
multiple
stacks.
and there are so many generous, amazing people that want me to read their work, and it's like it's very. I just want to get to as many things as I can. Is where I'm at. It's not that I am not enjoying that. I think is where I'm coming at. And then, you know what? I had some comics to wrap up. I wrapped up a couple series. I let comics stack up until I have the entire series. I had the next bit of the new Sandman universe stories that James Tynion is doing. I had the one special of Thessaly, and then all 6 volumes of the Night Country Glass House. So I gave those a read, and I was disappointed, I gotta say.
You were disappointed by James Tynion?
I was disappointed. In comics, there's what's on the page, there's what's on the panel, and then there's what happens in the gutter, in between the panels, that you just kind of fill in with your mind. And I think the story here is so big and so sprawling, he left so much in the gutter, it bothered me. And then the other part of it is that I just think, he's able to grab all of Neil Gaiman's toys, wonderful toys that he created, and pull them off the shelf and use them and play with them. And he's, I think, falling into the trap of following a master and just reusing or putting a retread on some of Gaiman's ideas from the original run. And I was hoping for something a little bit more original thought from James Tynion. So this, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it at all. That's not what I'm saying at all, but it was a little bit disappointing. Not quite what I was looking for, but I'm glad I read it. And then I picked up one of my favorite writers in the comics, Garth Ennis. He wrote Preacher. He wrote some amazing runs on Punisher. I could go on and on about everything he's written.
He wrote The Boys.
He wrote The Boys. Come on. He's now writing Ribbon Queen for AWA, which is a small company starting up. And wow, this is everything you would think about the Mad Irishman's going to put together. Like, it is, visceral does not do it justice.
Well, that is his strength.
Yeah, I mean, the kind of the backdrop of New York during the Black Lives Matter movement and defund the police, and this story happens inside the police department, and there is a timeless elemental entity of a woman abused that is coming back into the modern world to protect women in an incredibly bloody, visceral way. And the detective that gets pulled into this journey, it's really, I would highly recommend this. This is a fun read. And I love the artwork. Jason Burrows and he have worked together several times, and the artwork is so crisp, so clean. It's really like you're watching a detective horror flick. I mean, there is nothing left in the gutter that makes that film feeling stutter between panels or between scenes. It just flows so enormously well, which is kind of what I was missing from Night Country. So I would highly recommend, if you're looking for some type of horror comic police procedural palate cleanser, this would be a great read for you. So I think that's everything I had going on for the past couple weeks, but 2 weeks is a lot for me to hold in my brain at one time.
Someone in the comments will correct you.
I bet you they will. If I left something out. And if I left something out, coming up this week when we do the whole month wrap up, I'll have it more in there. What do I have coming up for this week? I got to get into the next novella for Sun Eater, Queen Amid Ashes, because I wanted to read the first 2 full books and the first 2 novellas before I go up and meet the man in person. So I will be starting this today. I just threw the bookmark in there, haven't even started. So some nice quiet Easter time next to a sunny window reading a book is what I'm looking for. So I'm going to start that today. And then after that, we are starting April off with book 2, Empire of the Damned by Jay Kristoff. I really liked Empire of the Vampire. That genre blending between gothic and horror and epic fantasy, it scratched every itch I had, and I can't wait to get back to it. So this, I think, will take me all the way up into our next Sunday when we get together, because it looks thin, but it's actually 700 pages. So if I stick to around 100 pages a day, this will probably finish out until we meet again on our weekly reader next week. So that's all the reading I got, guys. I hope your reading is going wonderfully. I hope you're having 5-star reads, and I hope you have a great Easter if you celebrate. Last week on the channel, we had that David Liss interview. Please check it out. I really want more people to welcome this writer into our genre that we love. He's such a cool dude. And then we had our April TBR of everything that we have coming up in April, starting off with these two. So I'm going to be well on my way. So check that out if you want to know everything that we're doing through the month of April. If you want to hop on board with us, read anything with us, we go over the whole stack in that video. And what do we have coming up this week? This week is going to be...
Well, there's something else you did last week.
What did I do last week?
You're on Brian's channel.
I was on Brian's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That was so much fun. Brian, this guy, I'm telling you, he is quickly becoming a YouTube brother. Every time I talk with him, it's like it's some weird Dickensian story where I had a twin brother and he got somehow airlifted to Minnesota, and I haven't been able to see him until now.
The amount of work that he puts into his channel
Wow.
is insane.
Fog machines.
He had fog machines?
He had fog. You haven't seen the last video?
Why?
You were in New York.
I was in New York.
Dude brought in a fog machine. Like, it's full on. He writes skits. He costumes. He brings in special effects. He edits himself. It's like, I'm telling you, it humbles me.
I saw that he had the soundboard.
Yes, he has sound effects now.
He's still like full on production.
Yes, I sit here at a desk and yap. That's it.
And I record you.
Yeah, he is really something special, and he had us on for whom the bell tolls, and it was a great. I think we talked for 2 hours. It went by like that.
It was 2 hours, I think.
Yeah, and at the very end of that, if you haven't watched it, go check it out. Watch till the very, very end, because I drop kind of something big for us. It's big news for the family.
Very big.
And I have never said it on any video before, and I dropped it there at the very, very end of that video. So, hit that, check that out if you want to find out the news. There'll be more about it coming, I'm sure, here and there. So this week we're going to wrap up the month of March. We're going to wrap up everything we read in March. We're going to do a little bit of a book haul. It's going to be a very, very small book haul. I know we did a mini book haul last Sunday just to kind of fill space and to have fun and show some books. But I didn't get a whole lot more. I got a few other things, but I got some things from people that I absolutely have to thank them for. So I have to do a book haul because I have to touch base and thank these people whose generosity of spirit has absolutely floored me. So we got to do it. And Thursday we'll be out of town. We'll be out of the studio. We're going to go see Christopher Rocchio, and I couldn't be more excited about that. So, guys, we have business. It's time. We've all been voting.
What are we talking about?
This is the last Sunday of the month.
Yeah, right, you are.
There's a winner. There's gonna be a winner. We've all been voting, and a winner is gonna be chosen. You guys have voted for my palate cleanser read for the month of April, and we had some great contenders. You've been leaving comments and voting, and I have counted them all up, and there is an absolute clear winner. So I'm going to go from the lowest to the highest. And everyone that I gave you guys another chance on a different video to leave votes, and some of you did because you didn't like what was in the lead, I think. So I got even closer, but we still have a very clear winner. So How to Sell a Haunted House came in with 19 votes. 19 votes for Grady Hendrix.
And this is the lowest?
This is the lowest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Our lowest amount got 19 comments still?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Crazy town, right?
It is.
World We Make by N.K. Jemisin, wrapping up the Lovecraftian duology, got 19 votes. 19 votes. Dead Take the A Train, the beginning of, I think, a fun new series by Richard Kadri and Cassandra Kaw, got 20 votes. 20 votes on that. Coming in at the runner-up spot, Eternal World by Christopher Farnsworth. Christopher Farnsworth, always so fun, was my top read for spooky season last year in October. 21 votes. 21 votes. See how close everything is.
This is an insane amount of comments just adding this all together.
Yeah, yeah. And the winner, I'm going to do Josiah Bancroft's Hexologist. I have the beginning of his Sinlin a Sin series, but that's a lot to bite off and get into, so I'm so happy that you guys have chosen the Hexologist by Josiah Bancroft with 29 votes. 29 votes. This will be the palate cleanser read for April. I can't wait to get into this writer. I thank you guys so much. The last time we did this, it was such a special read with the Warlord Chronicles, so I am so excited to get into that, and I'll put that right there on the list, on the stack for April. And comments, guys. We're blown away, and it's the whole reason we did this channel. So hit us up in comments. What will be your palate cleanser read? Are you not happy of the winner? What is your palate cleanser reads? What do you have planned for April? We love comments. Hit us up in comments. We will respond to every one of them as quickly as we possibly can because...
Would you drive 10 hours to come see us?
Please
don't do that, by the way.
That just floored me.
That's going to be disappointing to do that.
Yeah. I don't think the payoff would have been there.
No way.
No. This doofus picking a book for you 10 hours that's not worth the Jolt Cola and road food that you would have to endure.
Man, that would be awful.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good. So you don't remember Jolt Cola, do you?
No, that was well before I was born, I'm sure.
Yeah, I remember Jolt Cola. So, okay, that when we were trying to... Well, now it's Monster. We're still trying to kill ourselves. So anyway...
Oh, it's the same thing?
No, not the same. Well, same idea.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, I digress. Anyway, so... while you're down there leaving a comment, hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, if you've stopped by a time or two, and for some bizarre reason you're stopping by for the first time, or you stop by a time or two and you haven't subscribed yet, hey, hit that button. It takes no time at all, and it's microsecond, and it feels good. It feels good to join the club, leave comments, be a part of all this. I tell you, it has just been such an amazing ride, and it thrills me every time somebody join the caravan, and it'll feel good when you do it. I feel wonderful every time I subscribe and find a new channel. Found one this week. It was awesome.
Which one was it?
I think it's McKenna Reads or something like that. McKenna Reads books. I'll get it. It's like she's awesome.
I'll put her in the description.
Yeah, okay. Do that. Check her out. And hey, TV I've got 2 weeks worth of TV. And this list shows I don't watch a lot of TV. For 2 weeks, I watched a couple movies. I watched American Fiction, which was an Oscar contender, and very thought-provoking, wonderful performances, just beautiful subtlety, really getting into race and class and art and how that's reflected to us and the hurdles of that. And I thought it was just a really, really wonderful piece of work. And then I watched Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Did you really?
With Jake Gyllenhaal, and that was a whole different reason to watch that, but I enjoyed them both. Roadhouse, let me tell you something. Best fight scenes I've seen in a while.
The new one or the old one?
The new one. They do
Really?
something different with camera passes. The way they do, it's like it is crazy. It's everything you would expect it to be. And if that's what you're looking for, it delivers. And then I have started Night Country. There's 2 episodes left, so I hate to give a verdict of it, but so far, it's not blowing my hair back.
Loving it.
No. They set up this amazing otherworldly case of what's happening, and you're all in on that, and then they just dissolve all that to spend so much time on these soapy elements. And it's like, I'm not saying I don't like character-driven things or I don't want to know these people that are caught in the middle of it, but they did such a great job of setting up what it is that they're trying to figure out. I just want them to... There's so much time. It's like, get to it. Tell me what's going on. And now it's got 2 hours left, and I'm like, you're going to have to rush this. Now you've squeezed everything that I want to know about what's happening into the last 2 hours.
You have not watched it yet, but I will agree. Especially the final episode felt rushed to me.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. But that's just me. What do I know? So that's all. You know what? I don't want to take up any more time. It's a holiday. What are you guys doing? Go out there, kiss your loved ones, have a great time. Congratulations, Jacob.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you, bud. Welcome back.
Glad to be back.
Welcome your fiance.
Although it was the greatest trip I've ever been on.
It's awesome.
It was an amazing time.
Awesome. Welcome your fiance to the family. I hope you are having huge, wonderful, joyous things to celebrate in your family. And remember, always take the time to celebrate them. Don't let that time go by without marking it in some special way. And a holiday weekend's a great time to do that. So go, run, have fun, be free. My name is John Minton, and this has been Talking Story.
Had a little Bob Ross in you there for a second.
Yeah.
That was a pleasant ending.
That's like a beautiful tree.